another really easy trade, guys. I think it's going to be super profitable. The reason why I entered this trade was because I said this has got to be waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming down, where this one here retraced. Actually, sorry, this was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because this one retraced higher than 100% of this one. It was an impulse wave failure of some sort, in my opinion. So then I would consider this as waves 1, and that retraced to a wave 2 territory right over here, right? So this retraced to a wave 2, or making the B rather. So you want to enter a short position right around the golden ratio, coming on the downside when it bounces to the upside, right? And here I am just filling up a lot of my, or not a lot, but some of my positions so far. I've got a big position, so I don't like big relative to the volume of Neo right now, which is about $28,000. I had 700 in there, right? So 28K. I'm going for about a 1% scalp very quickly. And so imagine me putting in like 100,000, or it's like about 30K right now for a very low volume coin. Just you don't want it to look like a wall right there, right? So you got to be very careful about how you space out your actual your position. Hey guys, check this out right here. Okay, Bitcoin is like really dumping right now. Like Bitcoin's really dumping right now. So that means that every other coin's gonna dump too, man. Like this is how it goes. So keep in mind, right? After the wave A forms, like we can call this one a wave A, right? Like this could have been the fifth wave that failed. Or not failed, but it was very truncated because the third wave was way too high, right? Or this could have even been the A. No, that could have been the A there. We gotta go to a higher time frame. Makes way more sense, okay? Let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. Okay. So this is making the A coming down to here, basically, right? All the way down to here. That's B, and that's C. So this is basically the fifth wave where I shorted it from, you can say, right? So this was the fifth wave coming down, right? And that made that finished the B, or sorry, the A, and that made the B. And then now we're coming down to the C position. We don't know how C is gonna be, but we're just gonna play by ear for now. I don't really have that big of a position right now. A lot of it is shut off already. So I'm just going to shut it off very slowly, just a little bit at a time to not spook the market. See this guy right there at 318. That's kind of a bigger wall at the 5-1 range, right? So I don't really want to be with him. I want to be kind of away from him, on top of him rather. Okay, good. Where my positions are now filling right now, Bitcoin is still fighting that, right? It broke well below the 6620 range. Now, every $10 or something that it moves here, it could be a significant amount. So now I'm just shedding off about 50 at a time right here. That's very, very, very little, guys. That's all we need to do. Just shed off just a little bit at a time. There we go. So where else can I put mine now? I gotta undercut this guy right for very low volume coins. Like this is low volume to me right now, like under 50 million. EOS is high, right? Anything over 50 million is high to me. And this 24-hour volume is diminishing, right? So if you look on the past 6 hours, like the majority of the volume over these 4 bars, which is 24 hours, was from the first 2 bars, basically. So yeah, I can't help but enter another short scalp position right now. Like the volume is very low. I'm guessing in the past 6 hours it's been about 10 million, maybe lower than that. Actually, not 10 million, maybe like 5 million, I'd say. So now we're ticking upwards a slight amount right there. Okay, the 630 range is finding very short-term support. Now, because we're day traders, we have to focus on these short-term bounces and decide whether it makes sense for us to shed off some of our position size. So here's 615 because Bitcoin, like some guy bought, like a few Bitcoin, like 6 Bitcoin, whatever. So of course the price spikes up here a little bit as well, right? It's just naturally how the market works. Whenever you see a fluctuation on Bitcoin, you're going to see a fluctuation on every other coin as well. So I might have missed my opportunity to close more of my position than I would have liked to. Like I would have liked to close a lot more, but I just didn't get to. So I do believe that we're still going to break down right now. Yeah, I don't think this is going to break up, guys. Like it's hard to believe that. Like man, like look at the rejection to the upside, guys. Look at all these wicks. Despite like right now, I'm on the fence sort of now, right? Because we rejected like 3-4% on coins like Neo. So I can't help but think to myself, like, man, see here we're ticking upwards now, just a slight amount. Does it bother me? Not really. Just gonna play it out right now by ear and just wait. Everybody's very cautious. There's only been a few orders in the past 3 minutes, right? In the past 3 minutes, shows 24 orders here, so that's how you know that the volume is still very low. Gotta just wait, guys. Just gotta chill and wait. This one might get that very small uptick, but we look on here, like, did it just find support? Like, is it actually gonna make a third one up there? Oh, I think it might actually. Like, that might have been just one, and then two, then three, four, then five. It still has a ways to go. Like, so there's many ways to look at it as well right now. 764. This guy dropped 2 Bitcoin, so of course, right? Some people are going to sell a little bit because they do correlate quite heavily sometimes. We do see a pretty big wall there, like at 66.11, at 610, right? No walls here because I removed mine. Man, I'm starving right now. It's already 11:30. I've just been thinking about what to order all day. There's this really cool service called Skip the Dishes in the city. It might be like in a lot of places in Canada now. They came out with a really cool app, right? Not only an app, but like they contacted a bunch of stores that don't have like couriers themselves, right? So they deliver it on their behalf. So they have like a massive amount of restaurants now where they deliver food on their behalf. And they also created this cool app where like you track everything on it, right? You first of all order it from any of these like, hundreds of restaurants that you want to, and they're fast, right? And they're reliable. And then you also get to see exactly where they are, like on a map in real time. So you know, like literally the second, like, and the moment they're about to knock on your door, you get a call from them, or you get a text from them saying like, "Get ready, your courier is about to arrive in 1 minute," and then the doorbell rings. It's like really cool. Yeah, the little things like that make me really happy, They really do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go on a shopping spree today, guys. Like again, yesterday I went on a pretty crazy shopping spree. I yeah, I think I spent about. Okay, you guys notice how open I am with money, right? Like I'm very transparent with money always, right? I know a lot of people are not comfortable with talking about money, but that's the point of my YouTube channel. Is to just be transparent about life in general, right? But yesterday was a pretty big spending day. I think I spent about or not yesterday. It was actually the day before, sorry. I think it was like a $4,000 shopping spree. I just bought like a bunch of shoes and shoes and a nice like jacket and like belts and just random things like that. Sometimes when I get in a shopping frenzy mood, it's like I'm gonna go shopping. I'm looking for a lot of things still though, like jeans, and I'm gonna be furnishing my new place very soon as well. All right, this found support. Sucks. I guess I'm just gonna shut off some of my position again. Let's just see if I could, or is it just too much? Even though it's only 2,000, right? It's like, okay, is that too much for the market to handle right now? Is Bitcoin getting any more volatile at all? Nothing is moving. Nothing is moving. Nobody's selling either. That's the worst part. Look at this spread. There's like a 7 cent spread right now. 7 cents, like 0.5% almost. Actually, not even close. It's like 1/4%. Asian level mathematics always fails. I just hate competing for bids like this. It's like managing it all the time. But you know what, man? That's how you make money, honestly. Really, that's how you make money. You have to make sure you're super diligent by watching these positions of yours. And I kid you not, that like over the long run, watching these positions, being very meticulous, like the profits will come, guys. Just develop a strategy. That's your strategy, and you guys will eventually mold it to your personality. Like me, guys, like I treat this as a video game if you guys don't know by now, right? Like honestly, this is just a stupid video game that pays a stupid amount if you learn how to play it. And it's like, okay, this is literally nothing but a video game to me. And anybody who disagrees with me, I don't give a shit, to be honest, okay? I don't give a crap if they say this is not like a video game. This is a video game. You learn how to manage some numbers in a video game and you just learn how to exploit the market, right? Like, that's kind of it. That's honestly how I see it. Just, it's kind of like World of Warcraft, right? I used to play World of Warcraft like back in the Fireland days, and I thought to myself, how the heck could I get filthy rich in this game? Like filthy rich, like millions of gold, right? and I came up with this process where I was a miner, so I had a few different accounts. I had mining and I had drill crafting, right? And yeah, so my miner would mine, and then I would have like an oh sorry, he wouldn't mind. I remember I contacted like the majority of wholesalers who sold big amounts. I would spam. I'd be like, hey, looking for people who mine large amounts, right? I want to buy it in bulk, so you don't have to put it in the auction house, save fees, make it convenient, etc. Right? So I was buying like the majority of all of the mine on the server, right, in large amounts, and I automated something like a macro that mined it for me while I was sleeping on the computer, right? And then I had it, then it would automatically also send it to my drill crafter, right? Who would automatically open the mail as well, right? And then he would take the stuff and automatically craft the stuff. And then when I woke up, I would be able to. I found mods that would automate like putting the jewels, or sorry, what were they called back then? Like those jewels that you put in slots. Anyways, I forgot the name of it. And then he would put it in the auction house. But all this was done in bulk, and the majority of it was automated. I just came up with like a really clever way, I guess, of taking advantage of the market. And by the time I was done playing WoW, I was mining at a rate of like 1 million gold a week or something like that, and I had like tens of millions of gold. And each character could only hold 1.4 million gold. So I had like multiple accounts to like hold multiple gold or multiple like 1.4 million amounts of gold. Anyways, back to this though. Trading is no different, right? It's just a matter of figuring out a way how to do something in a very easy way and just exploiting it. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. It's really no different, guys. I'm just looking for signals in the market, right? Looking for signals in the market based on all the theories that we have already that hey, it's most likely going to downtrend. This one looked like it was going to downtrend to begin with because well, Bitcoin was, right? Bitcoin's level 2 action was on looked like it was on a tear. Yeah. Like you look here as well, right? Like it was so high on our side. So I just got a little bit left to go. Not really many. Yeah, just a tiny little bit, guys. And then we'll be up another $50 today. And then or sorry, not 50, like 250. So we'll be up 1250 today before 12 o'clock. Which will be awesome. Now we just gotta wait, honestly, guys. Like, see, Bitcoin's like people are poking, but that's nothing, right? Volume is so low right now. This guy's buying at like 798. I don't know, man. I just want to get out of this trade. I want to go play like a game of Dota or something like that. Oh my god, I am still in the game too. Oh, did I abandon it? Did I abandon it? No, I didn't. I didn't. I'm good. Yeah. Nobody's selling right now. That guy's just competing with me always. Take a look at him. He's always putting like 45 ahead of me. There we go. Little tick. Gotta be happy with the little things sometimes. Did you see that tiny little tick on Bitcoin? Tiny little tick on Neo. It might make one more wave up, like, one more wave up to like 42, 43-ish, which will short even harder actually. So what it likes to do is this, okay, guys? What it likes to do is it likes to make a, like a downtrend and then find support and then it will test the previous resistance or the previous support that's now a resistance, right? So, if I just did something like that, or sorry, not like that maybe. Like we see downtrending, right? Now, if you go a 30-minute chart as well here, what we see is rejection. Take a look, right? That's the best I can draw the trend line. And that 30-minute candle actually formed already. And my profit line is so high up right now, right? It's like really high up. So it's looking really, really good so far. So I caught mine right around there, if you guys remember. Like right around this wick right there, right? Like pretty good up there. So I'm just seeing who's gonna, are we gonna downtrend now, right? That's just me right there. Like I don't have that many. It's only 50. Like it's really not that many at all right now. The 35, I want to move up. I want to move up to 37, right? Look how maybe 40. 42 now. So we're just competing with each other like back and forth right now. It's quite annoying, guys, when you got nothing to do sometimes except for wait like this, right? That's the scalping thing. Like that's the thing about scalping where you just gotta sometimes sit and chill. So we tried to break below the 200 EMA on the, couldn't do it. Tried to break above the 55 EMA, couldn't do it. Now we're really gonna figure it out. I only got 330 left. It's not that big. I had a lot bigger of a position, right? Yeah. So good reasons to enter this trade, in my opinion. Now we're breaking above the 55 EMA, but can we sustain above it? Let's see. Yeah, really another easy trade, guys. It did exactly as I thought it was gonna do, right? This is most likely the other ABC coming down to here, but I only played one step at a time. I've only got 28 left to go or something like that. Not really that much. I'm just gonna market execute this in front of you guys, get my little quick profit here, whatever it is, and we'll do that. So today is now a $1,250 day by 12 p.m. and now I am ordering food. It's gonna be a tuna day, guys. I feel like getting a gigantic caterpillar roll and a volcano roll and lots of sashimi. Cheers, $257.